Hi friends, hopefully you've already watched the video about nets. I was excited about doing this subject because we had these really cool folding geometry shapes in our classroom, and I had a bunch of boxes and we were all going to be able to be hands-on and getting to use them, but now we can't. I did bring one home, so I can do the next best thing, which is to show you how these work. They're really cool. So here is a pyramid. And as you learned last week, we name the shape based on the base. So this is a triangle. It comes to a point at the top. So it's a triangular pyramid. It has three faces. So here's the really cool thing. I can open up this triangle and now I have the clear shape. And inside is a net. So we can see what the net of this shape looks like. So I'm going to do this with all of the other shapes that I have here so you can see how these works and how the nets look. Keep in mind you can open nets up in different ways, so this isn't the only type of net that you would find from a triangular pyramid. But we have three faces, and we've got our base, which is a triangle. So that's one. Here I have, oops, falling apart. Here I have a square pyramid because it comes to a point, or you can also call this a rectangular pyramid because squares are also rectangles. So if I pull out the net, here I have my square pyramid because it comes to a point, and I'm going to open it up, and now I can show you what the net would look like for this shape. Pretty cool. We've got our face here, which is a square. We've got, our base, which is a square, and then four triangles to make up the faces. That's all I have for pyramids, but I do have some prisms. So we have a square prism, or otherwise known as a cube. Every single face is exactly the same. They're all equivalent, the sides and the faces. Open this up. Here is my cube. When I open up the net, it looks like this. So very cool. And of course, as I said before, nets can be opened up into different shapes. So this isn't the only way that the net for a cube would look. All right, next one, we've got another prism because it has a top and a bottom, two bases. And the base, the faces are rectangles. So this would be a rectangular prism. So opening this up, we can see the net for this rectangular prism. We've got four rectangles and two, they look like squares. I'm pretty sure they're squares. So that is the net for that shape. Then I have another prism. This is going to be a triangular prism because each of the bases, the top and the bottom, are triangles, and then it has rectangular faces. Okay, so we know it is a prism. So when I open it up, we still have our bases. We're going to open it up so we can see what the net looks like. Because it's a triangular prism, we've got a triangle for the base, two bases that are both triangular in shape, the top and the bottom, and then our faces on the sides are rectangles, and there's three of them. And then the last one I have that I wanted to show you is a hexagon. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, so that's how I know it's a hexagon. If there were 8, it would be an octagon, and if there were 5, it would be a pentagon, and so forth. But this is a regular hexagon, so we have a hexagon on the top and a hexagon on the bottom, and then rectangles on our faces. So I'm going to open this up so you can see what the net looks like. That's our shape, and when we open it up, we have a net with a hexagon up here, hexagon on here, and then each of the faces are rectangles. So I wanted to show you those. I actually really wanted you to be able to play with these yourselves and open them up and discover and touch and play and all that sort of stuff, but we can't. So I did the next best thing, and I played with them while you watched. So hopefully that helps you to see what nets are and how they're useful. We're going to talk about surface area. So we will use nets to find the surface area of 3D objects. We'll find the area of each of the pieces, add them together, and then that will give us the surface area of, in this case, a rectangular prism. So very cool. Hopefully maybe we'll get back together again and we'll still get to play with them. But if not, here's a video.